Hi again, everybody. Welcome back to the Sarasota Sailors football report for week number 9. Well, coaches always say you learn more from your defeats than your victories. Well, the Sarasota Sailors were taught a big lesson by the Manatee Hurricanes Friday night in a 52-14 loss at Irick Field. Even the most optimistic Sailor fan had to stretch the imagination to believe Sarasota had a chance to knock off one of the area's and state's most talented teams. The Canes at 7-2, 3-0 in the district, scored on its first 7 times with the ball for its 6th consecutive win of the season and 3rd straight district victory. Manatee had already clinched the Class 7A District 10 title when they demolished Venice last week. The Sailors at 3-6, 0-3, dropped its 6th game and finished 2011 winless in district play. Manatee running back Antonio Agers scored 3 touchdowns in the game on carries of 10, 1, and 9 yards, while quarterback Cord Sandberg tossed 2 touchdown passes to Leon Allen and Ryan Taylor. The Canes racked up a 49-0 lead before the Sailors scored late in the 3rd quarter on a 1-yard run by quarterback Hunter DeWitt. Marlon Mack added a 2nd Sarasota touchdown on an 8-yard run. Manatee iced the cake with a school record 53-yard field goal by Nick Tankersley as time ran out to make it 52-14. The Canes totaled 165 yards on the ground, while the Sailors managed just 31 yards on 33 carries. Sarasota wraps up the 2011 season next Friday at Bayshore. Playoff-bound Manatee plays Lakewood Ranch next week. They also made the playoffs in its district. Here are some of the other scores in Sarasota and Bradenton for November 4th. Palm Harbor University defeated East Lake Tarpon Springs 21-20. That's a district game. Another district game, Lakewood Ranch, a big win over Seminole Osceola to advance to the playoffs 35-28. Booker, after a rough start, had a great second half, but going to come up just short as they lose the district game 22-18 to Dunbar of Fort Myers. Venice all over Braden River 49-7. Venice finishes 2nd in the Sailors district, right behind Manatee. And Braden Christian 24, Keswick Christian 20 in a district game. Cardinal Mooney loses 21-3 to Fort Meade in a district contest. Charlotte over Port Charlotte 21-7 in a district game. And Riverview finally gets back on the winning side of the ledger with a 23-19 win over Northport in the final district game of the season. Out-of-Door Academy shutting out St. Stephen's Episcopal 55-0 in a district game. Lemon Bay losing to Gulf Coast Naples 42-18. Palmetto defeated Southeast 16-13 in a district game, knocking out the Seminoles. Palmetto having a great season. And that'll wrap up this week's edition of the Sarasota Sailors Football Report. Join us next week as we wrap up the regular season in high school football in Sarasota and Manatee.